thanks to the fantastic national effort to get Britain boosted, we now have a substantial level of protection, higher than any of our European neighbours, with over 34 million boosters administered, including in England, reaching more than 90% of the over 70s and 86% of the over 50s. And so, together with the Plan B measures that we introduced before Christmas, we have a chance to ride out this Omicron wave without shutting down our country. There are still almost 9 million people eligible who haven't had their booster, and it's absolutely heartbreaking that as many as 90% of those in intensive care with COVID have not had their booster. And over 60% of those in intensive care with COVID have not had any vaccination at all. People are dying needlessly because they haven't had their jabs and they haven't had that booster. And there are 2 million booster slots available this week alone. It's already the case that to travel to some countries, you need a booster to be considered fully vaccinated. And it's likely that within weeks, this will increasingly become the norm. So, if you haven't done it already, get yourself boosted. There is no easy answer to a problem like Omicron. There's no easy lockdown, there's no easy restriction on people's lives or livelihoods. And the best thing I think we can do now is to continue to follow the guidance, protect our NHS in the way that we are, increase the support that we're giving to the NHS, and we will continue to watch what happens very closely. But we think that this is the right approach to take. It's a balanced approach. It has to balance a lot of considerations. It has to balance the effect on people's lives and livelihoods of lockdowns, which are painful, which take away people's life chances, and which do a great deal of social damage to people's mental health, as well as damage to the economy. So it's a difficult balance to strike, but that is where we are.
This has largely been an infection amongst younger people up until now, and it's moving up the age range now. And as it moves up the age range, you would expect to see more hospitalisations, and we don't know for sure how that's going to manifest and what degree of disease. So I think with the degree of infection we've got, we are going to see more hospitalisations for sure. 15,000 per day at the moment. That I expect to increase, and that of course will be associated with increased pressure and ultimately, of course, with some fatalities as well. And I think what we now need to look for is when this peaks and starts to come down.